We are diving straight into the heat of the debate as residents in Matagorda County, Texas, are fiercely pushing back against proposed data centers planned by Barrio Energy. These massive facilities, which fuel the digital data boom, are sparking serious concerns about the impact on their rural lifestyle, and we look at exactly what the community is fighting for. Race for power is of these large-scale projects. And finally, in Newberry County, South Carolina, a proposed land deal for a potential data center is on the table, but county leaders are holding off on final decisions. We break down what the Economic Development Director is studying, the infrastructure challenges involved, and the public information sessions coming soon to address all the legitimate concerns. Residents of Matagorda County, Texas, are mounting a strong pushback against the proposed development of 2 data centers in the area, citing concerns over the impact on the rural lifestyle, energy usage, and water resources. The facilities, planned by Barrio Energy, are significant infrastructure projects that house the servers fueling the digital data boom and artificial intelligence. Community members have organized resistance through a petition and a Facebook group named Matagorda County Against Data Centers, emphasizing the need for local input on development decisions. Donna Howard, a member of the advocacy group, stated, "I'm not completely against data centers, but I believe data centers belong in a better place, not small rural communities." Angelica Hernandez echoed this sentiment, demanding that the community's opinion be valued. A primary concern revolves around energy consumption. While Barrio Energy and county leaders have characterized the proposal as a smaller-scale facility requiring 10 megawatts on 4 acres, residents dispute this assessment. Michael Ferdinand, director of the Matagorda County Economic Development Corporation, explained that approval is managed by ERCOT based on the energy grid classification, noting that facilities starting at 75 megawatts are typically classified as large data centers. Howard countered that the information suggests electricity usage will be significantly higher. Water security is another critical issue. Residents fear the potential impact on the local water table and the agricultural sector, given the region's existing water challenges, including reliance on the Colorado River. Cheryl Wilkins of the advocacy group questioned how these facilities will affect farmers' access to water. In response to these concerns, county officials assured ABC 13 that the proposed facilities would not require water from the city and have not approached the Lower Colorado River Authority, LCRA. Furthermore, Barrio Energy confirmed they do not plan to drill wells and suggested that direct investment could benefit the community by reducing tax burdens. Despite proponents highlighting potential short-term job creation, critics argue that the influx of diverse industrial complexes contradicts the identity and promotion of the county. Local voices are asserting their right to determine the future development of their community. Washington, despite declining costs for renewable energy, data center developers are increasingly turning to natural gas to meet the immediate, rapid energy demands driven by artificial intelligence infrastructure. Mike Sloan, CEO at Synergetic LLC, revealed at Data Center World that long construction and interconnection timelines for renewables are creating a bottleneck for hyperscale operators prioritizing speed to deployment. Sloan noted that the median time required to interconnect new data center generations is lengthening significantly, with delays across U.S. power markets. He cited California as an example, where interconnection timelines are reportedly approaching 9 years. This protracted waiting period contrasts sharply with the operational needs of data centers, which are reportedly opting for faster deployment solutions. Data centers do not want to wait that long, they're saying. I want to use gas, Sloan stated, indicating a preference for the quicker deployment capabilities offered by natural gas infrastructure. This situation underscores a significant tension between ambitious sustainability goals and the immediate high-power requirements of large-scale computing facilities. Sloan suggested a potential mitigation strategy. Developers should go to the source by locating projects in regions rich in local energy resources. The south-central United States, including parts of Texas, was highlighted as favorable, offering opportunities to co-locate data centers with energy production. In these areas, a combination of overbuilding wind and solar capacity, integrated battery storage, and emerging technologies like hydrogen could allow data centers to operate predominantly on renewable energy while ensuring reliability. Furthermore, geological features such as salt caverns in these regions provide the necessary large-scale energy storage. However, Sloan cautioned that while these hybrid models show promise, they necessitate substantial planning and coordination. Until interconnection timelines improve and infrastructure scales, panelists anticipate that many developers will continue to depend on faster, more predictable energy sources to satisfy surging demand. Winneshiek County officials are actively addressing the growing presence of data centers in the region by discussing potential zoning options. The Winneshiek County Board of Supervisors convened on Monday to deliberate on planning and zoning restrictions that would govern any future proposals for data center construction within the county. This discussion highlights a growing local effort to manage the impact of data center development, which is becoming increasingly common across the state. Officials are currently evaluating the necessary regulatory framework to balance economic development with local planning and zoning requirements as the demand for data center infrastructure continues to rise in Iowa. Newberry County is exploring a potential land deal that could pave the way for a future data center, though county officials stress that no final decisions have been made. County leaders are considering selling land within a commerce park to a developer who wishes to conduct a feasibility study to determine if the site can support a data center, with a critical focus on the local electric grid's capacity. Rick Farmer, the county economic development director, clarified that the project is in the initial study phase, emphasizing that there is currently no active data center project. He stated, "We're in the study phase to determine whether the community can support one." The study will heavily concentrate on infrastructure, particularly power, as the developer requires legal control of the property to conduct the necessary electric study. The debate surrounding data centers is intensifying across the nation, largely centered on energy consumption and environmental impact. Adele Nassiri, an electrical engineering professor at the University of South Carolina, highlighted the significant power demands, noting that a single data center can require hundreds of megawatts, comparable to the energy usage of an entire city. However, Nassiri also pointed to industry advancements, specifically in water management, mentioning that newer systems utilize closed-loop cooling to circulate, cool, and reuse water, thereby reducing overall consumption. Newberry County officials acknowledge resident concerns regarding these issues and are committed to providing transparent information before proceeding. Farmer assured the public, "We want to give the public an opportunity to understand what we're dealing with. There's a lot of misinformation out there, but also some legitimate concerns." The county plans to host a public information session in the coming weeks, featuring a panel of independent experts to address questions and offer unbiased insights. County leaders confirmed that if the project does not materialize, the county will retain ownership of the land. The relevant ordinance has already passed 2 readings and a public hearing, and a final vote is pending following the public meeting. County officials are currently working to finalize the expert panel before announcing the session date.